God's power.
How do you spell the second one, sir?
Just say the God's power of Boro, leave the second name.
O is O-K-E-O-R-O.
H-R.
What is it here?
Hello. Please, your audience.
What are you celebrating today? We can see your community is a very, very colorful mood. What are you celebrating
We are
today?
celebrating graduation into manhood, which is celebrated every 5 years.
Now, what's the significance of this graduation into manhood?
Here in Igbide clan, for you to be a man, there are duties for men and there are duties for the boys. The boys will clear the streets, they will clear roads, they will clear waterways, because we are a community that is a fishing community and we have various waterways. They will also mend local bridges. And there is need, like if there is a spillage here, they will be the first group of people to go and do the cleaning before the company is contacted, and various other menial jobs. If we're having a meeting, it is their duty to arrange the hall. So if you want to graduate and be free from doing all that into manhood, you will signify at the beginning of every 5 years that I want to graduate in the next 5 years. So you will be one of the people leading those who are clearing the waterways and all those things. Then at the end of, on the 5th year, there are communal ponds that are owned together by the whole clan. So all the people who have enlisted to be men on the 5th year will wrestle. Those who are defeated will commence the bailing. When they bail up to a certain point, those who defeated them will join them. When they finish the bailing, each of the families in this town has a place in all the ponds. You go and harvest the fish in your portion of the pond and divide to your family members. After they have done that, we'll come and do the cultural display here, which is a dance to end the ceremony, a unified dance, saying that all of us have graduated into manhood. Then everybody will sing joyfully to his father's company.
Okay, so at this stage, do I now believe that the preliminary stage,
this is the final.
Okay, this is the final.
Yeah. Today is the final day. So what you have now is like when a student in the university, you've done your year 1 to year 3 or 5, 5th level or 4th level or 3rd level, and now you want to graduate, there will be a graduation ceremony. So this is the graduation ceremony. You have submitted your project, everything.
Any time limit for a man to go through this? Because is it something that has to do with age grade, or do we see a 30-year-old man performing the same rites alongside a 50-year-old man?
Now, the basis of measurement here is that you must be married. So if you are not married, you cannot partake in this activity. Now, the ceremony is optional. If you want to still clear, if you like to clear bush paths and waterways, when you are 70 years, it is up to you. And so, although people of various age grades will want to do it at the same time, there are people who won't participate with their age mates, and so they will participate late. Like this year's own, you will see some people who are more than 70 years participating. You will see people who are 60, 50 years. When you see them there, you will know them that these are a little bit advanced people.
Okay. Finally, how old is this cultural practice amongst the Igbide people?
I mentioned it that it started. We have communal ponds. That means it started from the beginning of the founding of this clan.
Thank you, sir.
So how has this effective and affected the people of Igbide? I mean, the man of Igbide. I mean, what are the economics here?
Firstly, because of the fact that you must get married before you participate, it encourages people not to be loose. Like this year alone, between December and now, we have had about 78 people who got married. The reason is that they want to participate. Then secondly, our sons who are abroad, who wouldn't want to come home, in a year of the Abame festival like this, they like coming home. And because they don't want to stay in rented apartments, they build their own houses in Igbide. And in that way, the town is developing because you're having some good structures. Like me, I built this house when I was participating.
I don't know. What is your message to the people of Igbide and Nigeria with regards to the Abame festival?
The message of Abame has always been the same all over the years. The message is on Abame year, there is good coexistence, there is peaceful living. Because all of them who are participating, after a while, they stay together. They eat the same food irrespective of your social status. They cook and eat together, they practice together, they dance together. So it makes them to be of the same class, and it brings unity among them. Now, during an Abame festival, that is the most unifying town in this town, where everybody sits together, dance together, rejoice together. So that is one of the gains that we have there. one small interview here.
You are celebrating the Abame Cultural Festival, which we understand takes place after every 5 years. What actually does this festival mean to you as people?
Well, it means Abame is synonymous with the life of a Igbide man. First of all, we are cultural people, highly endowed and in depth with culture, and we tend to protect it voraciously and want to keep it that way. We are proud of it ourselves for what we do. We like doing it and we'll keep on doing it. You probably would want to also know what is it about. Abame is a sign of manhood, that you reach you're of age and you are a complete strong man. In the olden days, strong men lived and they were revered, they were respected among society, not thieves. So it originated from there, and how it came about was here, even at the back there, all around us are swamps, and we are fishermen by nature, and we make a lot of man-made ponds, used to be source of income earning for our forefathers. And so ponds are built up to today within certain seasons, before the high flood comes, before the high rains comes. And that falls between end of January, February to early March. And that automatically also was the time there used to be Harmattan. And during the Harmattan, even we, as when we were school children, to take your bath was a problem because the water is so cold. So, and that is the time ponds were built. So when a whole quarter, for example, this quarter you are in, all the young men, is a rule, all the young men will move on the appointed day to build the ponds. And when they get there, the water is freezing. Who gets into the water first? There used to be argument amongst the young men. This one will say, oh, you go down, I was born before you. And this one will say, you are not, I was born before you. This argument went on and on. And then the elders found, wise men, found an answer. They now said, all the able-bodied young men that are here should wrestle among themselves. Those who are defeated are the lazy ones, are the young ones. The ones that fail the other ones are the men, and they should go last. They will all go, but by the time the first set of people go and rattle the water, it will become warmer. So those the ones that fell were made to go down first, to start the bathing, while the others prepare and eventually enters the water. So that was the origin, but it was elevated. Like I said, it used to be a competition between them. The lazy ones or the ones who were defeated goes down first. But it developed to something else, where it was a determinant of who is stronger. So they now created an arena. It was shifted from the normal pond building thing to a contest of the strong men, the men who can wrestle. It was a wrestle, it was called a wrestle then. It wasn't quite. It was almost like a fight. Because if you are hit, whichever way he knocks you down, it was that. So it became so ferocious that people had to look for extra powers to defeat their neighbors, the competitors. It also went between mates, age mates, but it also turned to be a contest between quarters, because in Igbide there are 3 quarters. There's the senior quarter where you are now, Ebo, there's Urugwe, and there's Okporo. So there was, it now became a two-party side. It was Boro and where you are one side, and were known as Unwame, and the Rugre was known as Agba. So the two sides, that is, when you enter the town, you enter through Rugre, and this is the other end. Of course, the villages have grown up even bigger than the main town now. And so it was a contest between this. Unwame means, if you go down there, our finding came through water. We came here through water. So that the Unwame means the water edge. And so it was the upper, the north, and the south. So it was a contest between them. And mind you, if you wrestle it at a place called Atar, it's just the town hall is there, you probably film it before you go. That was the arena. And that arena, if you wrestle and you are put down by your competitors, for life you'll be a miserable man. Miserable in a sense that the man who defeated you, anywhere he sees you, you bow to him. Your children will bow to his children. In fact, you are like conquered family, and it used to bring a lot of shame. Shame to the man who was defeated, shame to the quarter that prepared him and lost. So, and as I said, it became, people sought extra powers to be stronger than the others. In the end, the one who was defeated didn't last long, because he was a miserable man. You know, he blames himself and his life and all that. But also, the man who defeated him, because he defeated you and is tormenting you, his side is tormenting you, you looked for some extra powers to get rid of him from this world, to see him off too, because seeing him reminds you of your misery. So it went on like this, and until the people, the Igbide people, felt we are going too far. We should stop this, because both the man who was defeated and the man who defeated him, if they lived 10 years, they were lucky. They were strong men. There was one who died quite 5 years ago. He lived quite an old man, was 80-something, 90-something. You know, so, but that was basically the origin of it. So we now decided that if we continue to seek for powers only to show that you are a man, it doesn't help the community. We are reducing our number and we are reducing our lifespan. So we should stop it. So they now said, that place having been a traditional place, spirits and all sorts of things having gotten used to doing harm in that place, we should move out of that place to a school field where we will now show, the display, promotional display to show people.
Any wrestling today?
Pardon that?
Any wrestling today?
Yes, there'll be wrestling. A resemblance of wrestling, I must say. Not physical contact, but you will nearly go there. All they will do to demonstrate what I would have done to bring you down. Show you saw this man calling the competitor, the enemy, come, I will fall you. And we try to separate the two groups, even now. That is no more medicinal, there is no more magical, there's no more extra powers. Even there is now a promotional entertainment to remember what we used to be. But the beauty of it is till today as we speak. If you don't perform, my son has come all the way from Manchester, where he's a medical consultant, a senior medical consultant. If he doesn't come to do what he's doing today, anytime, anywhere, an Igbide man who has wrestled, they meet in a public place, he will call him to come and serve him drink, because he's a small boy. You know, so in order to remove that humiliation, a small boy who today you are higher than, making you respect, I told him, come back and do what, now that I'm alive, come and do it. Otherwise, The day you call, you speak your grammar, they will tell you to go and fetch water for them to have that bath.
On the final note, sir,
Yes.
looking at our society today, we seem to be losing so many values today's contemporary world.
Yes.
Now, this is an age-long practice, cultural practice amongst your people.
Yes.
What possible, what virtues, can we learn from what you are doing today?
Yes. First of all, the first virtue is the discipline that this instills on you. Because as a group, every wrestling group has their own age mates or groups, we call them. These groups have their own rules. They cook in the same place, they eat in the same place. The roads that are disused in the bush paths and all that, whether you came from America, you came from Russia, wherever you come from, you will take your cutlass and shovel to go and clear those roads. Any gutters that are dirty, sanitation, they will carry shovel, and they've been working for 3 months. The discipline it instills, the day you fail, the humiliation you get from that group, they punish you. The group alone will punish you for not turning up to do what they are doing. These days too, if you were not around and you have joined them, you pay through your nose. They ask you for every day that they went to work without you, they will calculate the due and you pay it. And like I said, they have their own strict rule. If you breach their rules, they can sack you from the group. In order not to be sacked, you go down and beg and plead and all that. So it makes you behave. Two, for you to perform it, you say you are a man. Where is your wife? Are you married? How can you be a man, a complete man without a wife? A man, in those days, is the woman that cook for the husband. So you must be married. And that is still implemented till today. No matter what you have, if you have no wife, you come here and say you want to wrestle, they won't allow you to perform this right. And it goes on and on. If you have been a bad boy in the city, pinching people's pockets and all that, and you come home and say you want to wrestle, they tell you a thief cannot be a gentleman. You must be a gentleman to belong to this group. So it has strict rules, and the way they apply these strict rules sort of modifies your behavior. And there are certain places, not only that, if somebody wrestled 25 years ago and you wrestle 5 years ago, if we are sitting and he comes and you are sitting and he has no seat, one man must get up whom he wrestled before and the seat according to if sometimes they will not do themselves before when did you wrestle? When did you become well, the economic gain, like I mentioned first of all, the economic gain starts from economy. For you to wrestle, you have a wife. To have a wife, you must have money. To have money, you must work hard. So you go and work hard so as to have a wife because you want to wrestle. You want to live this small boy life. So you go and work. So it sort of instigates you to go and work. Then, of course, when you work and you come to marry, you buy a wrapper, you buy a walking stick, you buy a house for your father-in-law, and some other financial going to have a new hat. You're going to have a good shirt and a good wrapper. So that's the economy. Not only that, the 3 months, everybody from all over the world is going to stay in the village, preparing. They must be buying food, they must be doing things, economically spending in the community, and money, of course, must be changing hands. So it brings economic activities and financial gains. And of course, some of them, as they come, those who come to look, the men who come to watch what is going to happen, they will see with the beautiful girl they will eventually propose to marry.
Sorry, sir, I'm just coming.
Yes.
Bring you back.
Yes.
Back of the place.
Yes.
What's the origin of this festival?
I've done it extensively. Your colleagues.
Okay, sir. Because we didn't get good.
Okay.
Go closer. Go closer. Close that space. Go closer. Come on.